It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer will hear from Hollow in a bit down on the sideline. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. With the catch, it's Thurman. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Look out, he's got room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. He leaves it with the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Might have a chance. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Joseph, the screen, and watch out. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Throwing Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for some big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up. Good business after 30 seconds.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing in zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or slip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
They're setting up the screen. Powers through the defender.
And this guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Joseph. Oh, they're after him. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
It's complete to the left. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Badgers are flying down the field. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Could be an alley. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. That's caught. It's Thurman. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He slings it deep to the left. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Thurman. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Over the top. Here's a little room there. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Badgers! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit.
Some extra yards.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Makes the catch. It's Thurman.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
To the air on 1st down. Complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Could not make his way to the corner. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Going for it all. Couldn't hit his man in the end zone, but it wouldn't have mattered because this is going backwards for holding. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He won't have enough for the 1st down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on when you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Joseph. Going deep. Makes a deep grab. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And he scores. Touchdown, Wisconsin. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas taking on the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns in the throes of what is right now a major upset. It's early, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but this team believes and they could just pull this off.
Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on.
He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Badgers. And the punishment has been extended.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw anything.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They just keep firing. Looking left. Just beats his man to the football.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Booster. Slide. Q. Bubba.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Fights off a defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Makes the grab in their space. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a 1st at the 32. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Joseph from the gun on third down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, they didn't get the field goal there, but still a 22-point lead to work with. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. To the air, it's O'Neal. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. The short hands. It's Chip. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Neither of these teams are ranked in the top 25 at the moment, but it's early in the season. Still plenty of time to fight their way in as we take a look at how things stand now. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. You want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Dupree. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Joseph, pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
The Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. When the defense got the stop, they could have used it. Going for the big play. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and he just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of things.
Joseph on the play action. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got his man. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Booster.
Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's O'Neal. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Tar Heels right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that looked like an E.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Sweep, sweep. Ready, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Snagged out of the air. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UNC! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room yelling, wrap up! You have to wrap up!
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from the defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And he muffs it. It's loose. They'll pounce on the loose ball in the end zone, stop the drive, and it'll be a touchback. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want